Tom, do you want to say something quickly so we can make sure that we can
yeah,
hear you? Okay.
Can
Oh,
you
you're
hear-
good. I
can
was
you all
just
hear me?
worried.
Okay, I had a
Yep.
problem last time. Jessica had to straighten me out again.
You're good.
Okay, looks like it's 3 o'clock, and I was told that Al was not available right now, and I was asked to take over. Again, good afternoon. I'm going to call the Maryland Alcohol, Tobacco, and Cannabis Commission meeting to order. And let's start with a roll call. Who's on with us now? I see
Robert Poole.
one. I see Durkane.
Good afternoon.
And it looks like, who are we missing, Jessica?
Pat just joined.
Okay,
There's Pat.
Robert's
So
there.
as far as a quorum
Okay,
goes,
we
Al's
have
the only one missing.
pardon me? Okay, no, so we have a quorum. First order of business is the approval of the February 19, 2026 meeting minutes. Can I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Can I have a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Anyone opposes? If
Aye.
not, so minutes have been approved. Now I'm going to pass everything off to my great friend, Jeffrey Kelly. Hey, Jeff. I can't hear Jeff.
That's Jeff's fault.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was on mute, my fault.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very much. Good to see you and all the commissioners today. I feel like I say this every month that we've had a busy month, and we have. It doesn't help when the General Assembly's in town, just because it is that much more work, and it's kind of hurried because they're here for a very brief period of time. But it's been a busy month. Just last night, I was at a town hall meeting with State's Attorney Ivan Bates from Baltimore City, asked us to participate in a fairly well-attended town hall meeting to address smoke shops and other juvenile issues. Not all of them ours, of course, but it was good to be part of that. We've been working behind the scenes with a variety of other local governments and elected officials and helping them with either ideas or thoughts, or really trying to help them out with some of their bills to remove obstacles maybe, or make them a little bit better for us. But it's just been a pretty busy time, and we've got less than a month to go now. So by anyway, next month, it'll be over. And for our April meeting, we'll include in our agenda a legislative rundown of particular bills that were of interest to us and where they fell. We'll say that our budget bill is going well. It's moved out of the Senate and over to the House, and unscathed and in good shape. And we don't have any reason to expect that the House is going to chop us either. We feel like we had a very good budget hearing there. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Jeff Herndon, our Director of Field Enforcement, to give you a rundown on the activities. It was, again, I mentioned, a very, very busy month. And don't forget to regularly check our dashboard. I think Jeff had mentioned earlier today, we're probably up over $3 million so far for the year, for this fiscal year of seizures. But Jeff, go ahead and give us a rundown.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. February was a short month, but it was a busy one. Our agents were out busy conducting inspections throughout the field. They tallied up a total of 166 alcohol inspections, 272 retail tobacco inspections, and 263 inspections were conducted for the OTB, other tobacco products. And during the course of both of those, 268 inspections took place at brick and mortar locations looking for the unlicensed sale of cannabis products that don't fit within the guidelines. Out of that, we had over 24 reportable incidents with confiscations that included 4,500 packs of improperly stamped cigarettes, or packs of cigarettes that were stamped with counterfeit stamps or out-of-state stamps. Almost 100,000 sticks of other tobacco products were seized. Conglomerate of 26 gallons of illicit alcohol products. And then as far as the cannabis products that were found to be offered for sale, either with packaging violations, potency violations, or straight up unlicensed sales from establishments that weren't licensed dispensaries, we ended up with a little over 21,000 packages of cannabis or THC products. And a little over 54 pounds of actual loose cannabis flower. So we add all of that up, and we're looking at a combined excise tax loss with the tobacco products and a little bit of the alcohol, $95,000 to the state. Total confiscated value of products is over $500,000, and that's mainly because of the value of the cannabis products. We had $204,000 worth of retail products with the tobacco and the alcohol, and then another $486,000 with the cannabis products. So, and like Jeff said, we're quickly gaining it. I think since the first of the year, and I realize it's mid-March, we probably seized $2.5 million worth of product. And that goes in with the product that we seized beginning last July. And we're probably pushing $4 million worth of product at this point in time. So, thank you very much. And I'll turn it back over to you, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate that. And commissioners, just to give you an update on something else, not even an update, just to kind of report out that one of the things we haven't done a whole lot of since we've been working is releasing information to the public, not for any reason, not for any reason to not do it, but we think we should be more proactive, because now that we are, since July 1, since we are able to really see significant amounts of contraband, and we know these communities have been impacted with the proliferation of smoke shops and these places that are selling the product. And for the first 2 years, we were not able to be as effective as we could be because we were handcuffed under that injunction. Now that we are able to really operate full force, and the numbers are pretty significant, we feel a need to start publicizing that better. So soon you're going to see, through our various social media and through our Gov delivery system, at least, kind of media releases, just updates about what activity we've got, the types of seizures we have, so the public at large, the greater public, people whose neighborhoods are impacted, will have a sense of the work we're doing and the volume of product that we're taking off the streets. And we may also try and bump up our media accesses as well by just letting members of the media know what we're doing. They may or may not be interested in that, and that's fine, but we want them to start understanding that when the community complains on one end, there is activity happening on the other. I don't want to make it look like the complaints or concerns fall into a hole and nothing's done with it, when quite the opposite is the case. So you may just start to see more activity publicly about some of the work we've been doing. And so at this point, I'd like to go ahead and turn over to Andrew Waters, Director of our Licensing Regulatory Trade Practice crew, and give us an update on our really all-important, very busy renewal period.
Thanks, Jeff. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Just to give that update, as of course we head towards the expiration date for our licenses. This is mainly made up of our manufacturers and wholesalers for alcohol and tobacco. April 30th being that deadline. Right now we're sitting over 250 licensees that have been renewed. That number will certainly increase as we reach April 30th. So that is going quite well. And the online renewal process is quite a success. So everything moving as it should be. Since our last meeting, we've issued 139 new licenses and permits. So while still renewing, we're also, of course, processing any new licenses and permits coming in. And for the month of March, our trade practices unit has conducted 45 compliance inspections of our in-state licensees, part of our FY26 initiative to really ramp up those inspections of our licensed premises. Okay, that's all for me.
Andrew, if you would, I hate to throw you this curveball because we didn't talk about it earlier, but of the new licenses, because that's a significant amount, of those new licenses, get a sense of how many or what type they are, just in general terms, what type of licenses and permits that they are?
Sure, absolutely. So these licenses primarily are manufacturers here in the state, as well as our wholesalers. We also do caterers, both the general and the limited, and it makes up the majority of our licenses that we issue here.
Okay, well, good. Thank you, Andrew. I
And I'm just
appreciate that.
gonna, sorry, and interrupt. It looks like we have a question. I don't know if you guys want to take a
Yeah.
question.
Sure.
Did you have a question? Maybe that was an accident. Okay. We'll go with that.
I'm not, yeah, I don't know. Zabra Kabir? No question? Okay, fair enough. Mr. Chair, turn it back over to you.
I guess the next thing would be new business. Is that correct, Jessica? This is the first time I've been assign this duty?
Yes, that's correct. Apologies. I thought Al was joining. So I only did the script for the beginning. But yes, new business is up.
Actually, I have a question. I saw, Jeff, that we sent the A team of regulation to that craft event in Montgomery County recently. Lou Berman and our friend Andrew Waters, right?
Yes, and I
Are
think
there
Aaron
any-
was Aaron there as well, maybe?
Yeah, Erin was there. Yes, she took the pictures. So, are there more events like that coming up? Because I'd like to attend some of those.
Sure.
I don't know if there are, but I'll tell you what, when we have those events, we'll just start proactively putting it out to the commissioner, so you'll know about them and can
Right.
go or not. And Andrew, can you comment, if I might, can you just comment on the event and what your experiences were?
Sure. Yeah. So Thomas is referring to the CraftCon that was held in Silver Spring this past week, last week. It was great. It was fantastic. We had a big group of our staff, of course, Lou, Aaron, and a lot of our representatives from the Trade Practices Unit and licensing as well. And it was great. It's great to be out there with the industry, answered a ton of questions. We're going to pass out materials that have a lot of informational resources in them. So really happy that we did that. As far as any other upcoming events, we're certainly on the lookout. We'd love to participate. Yeah, it's just a matter of if they're being hosted, we would love to be there.
Yeah.
And we'll let you know if we are.
And that was consistent with the stuff we've been talking about lately. We're reviewing, trade practices and, putting things in common sense terms and then getting back out and doing training. Because I've talked to a lot of wholesalers and within this past month about, that's something that they're very interested in. So, just a simple document this is what you can do. This is what you can't do. Have a nice day. So, and we're working on that. Aaron we've been having discussions, Lou and Aaron and Andrew, the last month or so. So I look forward to continuing that.
Great.
Absolutely.
You make mention that that's really nice. I feel like as an organization, we've been here for a bit. As an organization, we are maturing to be able to operate, to be really self-sustained and operating wholly on our own, which is great. And I'm excited now that we're able to start exploring other areas of outreach. And we want to start doing more of that. So we are actively looking for. So if you know of it, and to anybody who may be tuned in that's not necessarily part of the ATCC, if you'd like us come to speak at your event or be a part of your event, please let us know. We're happy to come out and meet you. And it was a good experience for our team too. Andrew commented how nice it was to start putting faces to names of people who we license and sometimes just talk to on the phone, but now actually getting a chance to meet with many of them and just make for a good interaction.
Excuse me, I had a question. This is Eric Johnson with H.J. Smith Distillery. If we were to who would we notify if we are aware of any type of events like that?
Well, I mean, you can certainly notify me directly. We also have a few channels, both our licensing email, trade practices email, all of it sort of funnels into us. So yeah, if they have anything that you want to share with us, let us know.
Andrew, could you maybe drop either one of those
Yeah.
lines in the chat so we'll have that mechanism immediately available.
Absolutely.
And Jeff, I'm going to have conversations with my friends at National Beer Wholesalers as well. And, Dave Chrisman, who's the state affairs person, they're tied into all that stuff. So we can, access information from them.
It's really valuable because I think we have a good story to tell.
Yeah.
And people don't know that we are here as a resource for them. So the more we get out and let them know.
Yeah. And Aaron is working, and then Andrew working very closely to update our website and all that. And I understand there's changes to be made there and all kinds of things going, which is all good, but it takes a little while because people after us, they're the online people, I'm the guy that has to get something in the mail to read what I can do and not do. So that's what we need to get all straightened out. Okay. All right. Is there any other new business?
No, sir.
Is that it? And Jessica, I guess I'm supposed to say next if there's no new business. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say motion to, yeah.
A motion to adjourn.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Can I get a second?
I'll second it.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend. Be
Thank you
safe.
all.
Be good. Take care now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.